Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. US markets, it was very jittery on last Friday, but it closed very much higher. But Thursday it fell. I think it's almost equally it has recovered on Friday. Most Asian markets are higher, though US futures are slightly lower. And GIFT Nifty is very, very interesting. So GIFT Nifty indicating about 80, 90 point higher opening. But the main question is that will this gap up sustain or not? So that is because number one, so our market has been underperforming the world markets for the last few months. And number two, we have not been following any global cues. So when we are not following any global cues, then why there must be a gap up? And the third one, FIA selling, it was the highest on Friday. I don't think FIAs have sold more than 10,000 crore since this correction started. So, the last leg, the people say, but we don't know. Every time we think that it's a last leg, but the fall continues. And the selling was the highest, more than 11,000 crore. So when FIAs have sold 11,000 crore, so what is the reason for this gap up? But of course, we cannot conclude anything only based on the FIA selling. If FIAs have sold for 11,000 plus crore, the domestic institutions have bought for 12,000 plus crore. So that can be seen as a positive. But, over a period of time, so FIA dominates the market. FIA, direction, so it's generally considered as the direction. Domestic institution direction is considered to be a counter direction. So, we have to take this gap up with a pinch of salt, right? And if markets, recover anywhere from 200 to 300 point, that is the time to cut your long positions if you are having a long positions. So this is definitely sell and rally market, at least, until when Nifty crosses 22,800. Though 22,500 is the resistance now, okay, the previous resistance was 22,800. So at least until that level is crossed or until FIA stop selling. So if FIA stop selling and start buying at least for 2-3 trading session. But by that time the Nifty will be up by 500 to 1,000 point. So that's for sure. But at least you can be more or less sure that the worst is over. So if you are taking a plunge now, okay, there is no guarantee that the worst is over. So that is the thing. With the way Trump was arguing with Zelensky, we need to see how IT stocks is going to react. And because I think reportedly Trump has threatened another 10% tariff hike against China. So tariff for 25% tariff against Canada, Mexico, already 20% against China. So, with this kind of continues, tariff increase continues. So then although India has agreed to all the terms of US, right, whether it is of F-35 buying and this and that, reducing the EV tax from 110% to 15%. But still, the stock market will not take things granted. So the IT stocks, might come under some kind of a pressure. So that's already under pressure. I remember 1 or 2 months before, TCS was trading around 4,500. Yesterday, 3,500 was broken. So the things are really, really getting very bad for IT stocks. So the banking stocks, though banking stocks fell on Friday, but HDFC Bank alone supported the market. If you are looking at the value, I think there is a good value in banking stocks because most of the banking stocks have fallen very much from the recent high. But still, I'm not convinced about the PSU banks, but one can look at the private sector banks. Mid cap, small cap stocks, there is no need to say. So they might be under some more pressure. And because on the way up, so those, if you can remember in 2023, large cap went up 20%, mid cap 45%, small cap 55%. So on the way down also, so like mid cap and small cap has to correct more than the large cap. But so far, the correction in mid cap and small cap is not high compared to large cap. So it's only slightly higher, but not 2 times, 3 times, on the way up it has behaved. So, as I told you already, markets are extremely oversold. You look at RSI is around 22. So, RSI at 20 is considered to be extremely oversold. There were a number of times, the markets bounced back from that level, right? But then put call ratio is slightly higher, but that's because the positions has not been built. Because nowadays the people concentrate only on weekly options, so it takes time to build positions for monthly options. So otherwise, put call ratio is also there's a good indication that the market is somewhere near the bottom. One technical bounce is required, but if that technical bounce takes us to 22,800, we should be happy. So that is the time you can sell more call options, far out of the money. The premiums are still very good if you like. If you are like you look at April June series, but not in the short term. So selling options in the short term is always very very difficult. So if you look at the last month, from around 23,200, it went up to 23,800. So it went up 600 point. Then after going 600 point, then it came down by 1,500, 1,600 point. So the same way, 600 to 1,000 point, market can go even for a counter trend. Markets are bearish, there is no doubt about it. But a technical bounce, can take the Nifty to 22,800 to 23,000 also. So that's why not only the levels, you have to look at the FIA behavior also. So short term, it's going to be very difficult to trade, but it's much easier to trade in the slightly longer term view, right? So you look at the 24,000 call in April series or 25,000 call in June series, still they are trading at a very good premium. At the same time, lower side also. I think the lowest strike in April series, I think around 20,800 or something, even that is trading around 60, 65 rupees. So the premiums are very, very lucrative. And if you know how to manage the positions, if things go wrong, if you know how to adjust the positions, and then this will be a good opportunity for option traders because the premiums are really very good. China industrial activity expanded, right? So I may be coming out with a video very shortly saying that there may be a world order may be changing, right? So that the world leadership may change from America to China, and then definitely we will be in more trouble. If you can remember, I'll give you some short story. Like in 2018, the mid-cap index started falling. So when it fell for a few months, then everybody said, no, no, this has come already fallen so much, this has got so much value, this and that. But the market continued to fall or continued to consolidate, never recovered. Then 2 years later, the coronavirus came and the market fell even more, another 30, 40%. And then only the mid cap and small cap started recovering. So the same way now, it's only few months fall. Now everybody starts shouting, now there's a good value, you buy now. You buy now, the next year, you can make so much money, this and that, right? But the markets may not recover. And then one more disaster can happen, just like coronavirus. And the markets can fall another 30, 40%. I'm talking about mid cap and small cap. And then things can recover, right? So what is that potential disaster? That potential disaster can be China taking over Taiwan. and in a military conflict. Okay, so why all of a sudden I'm talking about this? I will come out with a new video. So right now we shall concentrate only on today's expiry. So because there's a decent gap up, so yesterday's low should not be broken. So yesterday's low should be like, because yesterday the Friday candle is a big candle. At least for next 2 to 3 trading session, the candle should be the inside candle, which means that it should not break yesterday's low. It should not break yesterday's high. When I say yesterday, it's the last trading day, that is Friday. So Nifty should not fall below Friday's low. Nifty should not go higher than the Friday's high. So that is the thing expected for at least 1 or 2 trading sessions. And then we will see how the global cues moves, how FAs, whether FAs are going to sell more aggressively, and then we will take a call on the direction. So March series, 4 weeks, 1 public holiday. So therefore only 19 trading session. Out of 19, 1 trading session is over already. So we have 18 trading session, and there are no corporate results. So the usual data will affect the market. And today Tata Motors, you can see, maybe in trouble, for some more trouble in Tata Motors. And Mahindra, Maruti. Maruti also, the local sales is down, but the overall sales is higher, including the export. So we have to see how these auto stocks will be reacting to their numbers today. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.